Hi, everybody. Matt here from Matt Likes Comics. And I have the great pleasure of bringing to you tonight our new friend, and friend for a while in the chat, but our new friend face to face, Mr. Louis from Second Floor Comics. Louis,
how are you
tonight?
I'm good. How are you? It's good to finally see you online. How are you?
I am doing well, and I'm so happy to see you here.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
Basically, from the conversations we've had and stuff, you have been a comic book fan for a very long time.
Yes.
And you have built a collection on a few occasions.
Yeah, a couple of times. So like you do over the years, you have them, you get rid of them, you have them, you buy them back. Right now, I found myself in a position of trying to buy back all the stuff I had when I was a kid, which I guess is what a lot of us do.
Yeah.
What the comics we remember.
That's basically what I fell into. I fell into getting all the superhero books because I've been a superhero fan since, I was knee high to a grass. I was watching Super Friends when I was 3-4 years old, right off the bat. Superman and Wonder Woman and Batman and Aquaman just were my things. Yeah. Never was a big fan of Robin until he became Nightwing.
I can see that. Yeah.
I always thought, although the Robin stories with him at the Teen Titans were cool, I always felt that Batman didn't need a Robin.
The George Perez series with Robin in them was fantastic.
Yes, that was a great series. But I mean, I the first Teen Titans books I remember reading, my dad's collection, my uncle's collection had 3 or 4 of the early '60s, like 8, 9, and 11, or something like that.
I've seen a few of those. Yes.
So I got to see them when they were like Wonder Chick and Aqualad and all that other stuff. So, Louis, what was it that drew you to comic books in the first place?
Back in the early 70s, when I was probably 10, 11 years old, we lived near a rather large aqueduct racetrack. And on the weekends, when we were running horses, they would turn their racetrack into a flea market. You could get 10 comic books. I could get 10 comic books for $1. If I hit up my dad, my mom, and my aunt and my uncle for $1 each, I could come home with 40 or 50 comics.
That's pretty cool.
That's how I did it. And I got mostly, back then, I guess it was like early and late 60s comics that the guys were just basically giving away. If I picked up a book with a torn cover, the guy would give me 2 more for free. So that was great. And that's how I got into it. I eventually had to get rid of all of those when we moved. I started again when I discovered Forbidden Planet in Manhattan. And that lasted about 10 years, and I got rid of those. And now I'm in it for I'm not even sure if it's the 3rd or the 4th time anymore. I started again about 5 years ago.
Very cool. So when you came back about 5 years ago, what were the first things that you decided to buy?
I started looking at all the current stuff, Superman, Batman, what DC was doing currently. I've never been a big Spider-Man or Marvel fan. I picked up Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, detective, action, and then I started slowly getting into some of the older stuff, some of the Bronze Age and a little bit of Silver Age. Right now, I'm a huge Batman fan. Absolute Batman is fantastic. Absolute Wonder Woman. I just read Absolute Superman this afternoon. After dinner, actually. So that's the kind of stuff I'm reading.
Do you collect Sonic?
Who?
Do you collect Sonic?
No, I don't. I do not own a single Sonic comic.
I'm sorry.
I should apologize to, but sorry, Andreas. No, I don't own Sonic. I've never read one. I know that right now Sonic is racing half the people in the DC universe, but I've never picked up a book.
Do you remember what the first comic book you read was?
I can show you one of them.
Oh, that's even cooler. I'll pull you right back up here.
This is one of the first books I bought at that flea market for 10 cents. And I remember it because I remember finding it funny that Superboy had a ghost. So that's how I got my first comic.
And what issue number is that?
This is issue number 175 from 1971, and it is a Neil Adams cover.
Yeah, that's great. Neil Adams did the vast majority of those covers back then.
Yes, he did. Yes.
So you started off with DC, and you stayed mostly with DC. So Superboy, as you showed, was one of your first books. Did you prefer Superboy or Superman? Because there are people who say, I like these stories better than the others.
I never really had that big of a problem with either one of them. I enjoyed them all. I like Supergirl too, Power Girl, anything in the Super family, anything in the Bat family I've read. I don't have a lot of Catwoman, but I do have a few. I have some. I
Very
got
cool.
about a short box full of Harley Quinn, which I don't know what to do with.
It's Harley Quinn. You laugh.
Harley, when you're right, you look at the covers and you go, "Wow, that's pretty good." Yeah, you like it.
You know something? I personally would think going on a date with Harley Quinn would be interesting because you really don't know what she's going to do. Is she going to
Oh,
bonk your head off? Is she going to kill you? Is she going to invite you over? Like you really don't know what's up. It almost feels like it should be done just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
Let's take a moment before we go further and say hi to everybody in the Nefarious Comics
Absolutely.
chat. All right.
Absolutely.
First, as who's usual, is Mr. K. Munin.
Good morning. Hello, Kate. How are you?
Andreas, you kept your first status, and I'm sorry, but he did not. You didn't inspire him.
Maybe next time.
We've got the longest cosplays here tonight. It's good to see you. Hope you're here. Second Floor Comics is here.
That's good.
Rob Saint
Wow,
is here. Good to see you, Rob. Jeff Jack is here.
Jeff. How you doing?
Mark is here from Mark's Issues with Archie's. Mike Dennis is here. Hi, Mike.
How are you?
Robbie Josephs.
Robbie, I'm glad you can make it. Hope you're feeling good, man.
We're always glad to see you. Steve Driscoll's here. Hi, Steve.
Oh, Steve.
Rich from Big Nasty is here.
Rich,
I hope they're going to have a good show tonight. I'm looking forward to what Johnny's going to say, what DC book he's going to do tonight.
That's the fun part of the week.
And Mike from Choco Comics is here as well. Hi, Mike. Let's see. Yeah. So there's talk going on. Kenny Numbers is here. Hi, Kenny.
Hello, Ken. Kenny.
Good to see you as well. And that's everybody that's here right now. As they pop in, I'll pop their names up.
Sure.
And of course, if you have questions for Lewis, bring them up. So, Lewis, other than the flea market, before we get into your books, what is your prime source of books? Where do you buy from primarily?
I have an LCS about 10-minute walk to my office, and I buy online a lot. I've been known to buy from Nefarious Comics on occasion. I buy
Nefarious Comics.
Nefarious. I buy eBay, as everybody does. Last night I was shopping on my comic shop. I don't have a bell, sorry. So,
That's
and I go to conventions or not even conventions, comic shows about once a month. In New York, you could find 2 or 3 of them every weekend. Matter of fact,
that's cool.
I know I skipped 2 last weekend just because I didn't feel like going out of the house. But you always find them now. The big one this weekend is Terrificon up in Connecticut, but I got to skip that one for family stuff, so I won't be there for that. But that's a big 4-day show.
Yeah, Terrificon. That's the one in New Hampshire, right?
Yeah, no, it's the one in Connecticut at the Mohegan.
Oh, Connecticut. Sorry.
I picked up a lot of big books here last year. A lot of good books. Matter of fact, I picked up Sandman number 8. I needed a good copy of number 8 to complete the collection. Well, I got that.
Very cool. All right, I'm going to make you big. We'll show the books. Okay. Show the books. I'll chime in with comments and or questions. And if the chat has any questions, we'll put them up.
Okay. Before we start, this is Batgirl and Black Canary from Rad Art. Fantastic artwork. I really
very cool. Rad is amazing.
Yes, he is. This is my birthday book. It was printed in October of 1963. And hopefully one day I'll get a better copy of it.
We just came in and we just said he got them from Rad Art.
Rad Art. He does beautiful work. This
very nice detective.
Detective 457. I remember when I first bought this, it was the first time I actually read Batman's origin story. This is back from 1976.
And that's the one that's Leslie Thompson's first appearance.
Yeah, it's her first appearance as well, yes. Her first appearance. Yeah. I know a lot of people, when they come on your show, they might want to kiss up to the host and do that. I'm not going to do anything like that. It would never occur to me to do that.
Oh, yes.
Not at all. I would just never do those things. It's not nice.
Oh, beautiful.
That's Carla Cohen. And this one is, I'm forgetting the, you know what? I don't remember the name of it. I didn't write it down.
It's not Art Germ, is it?
No, it's not. It's somebody else. I will find it in a second. One of my favorite Brave and the Bold from the first series. Superman
Yes,
Batman.
that is a great story too.
Absolutely.
Not only does Jim Aparo really do her well, but that is a story that everybody should read because Supergirl comes very close to losing her shit in this one.
Oh, wow. I have to read it. I haven't read it in a while. I've got to read that again then.
Yeah.
This is officially my oldest book, 1951.
Very cool. I don't think I've seen that before.
Yeah, I picked this one up last year.
What's the company?
Major Impact. It's from the writer. Oh, it's from Bob Powell at Magazine Enterprises. And it's also art by Gardner Fox.
Gardner Fox. Very cool.
Batman number 215 from 1969.
Yeah, I love this cover. Batman blowing something up is really cool.
Blowing up Wayne Manor. What the heck?
Well, I believe that's the one but Robin's gone to university, so they decide to go downtown and the Bat Penthouse.
Yes. I really find this a very cool cover. Abraham Lincoln in a spacesuit.
That is one of the best unexpected covers ever, and I don't mean unexpected I mean it as the title, not as.
I know what you mean. Yes, it's a fantastic title, fantastic cover. This is the newest book I'm reading, and they can keep writing this for as long as they want to. I love this story.
What is it? If Destruction
be a lot.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's a fantastic story. I don't know if you're reading it or not.
Hi, John.
Hello, John. This is also a story I remember from my childhood. Superman.
That's Action Comics 400.
Yeah, another Neil Adams cover.
This was an interesting story, too, because this is the first of although there was a story that Superman adopted Jimmy Olsen, this is the first time you see that another person actually wills their kid to have Superman as the guardian of. And it's very interesting and sad at the same time.
Yes. Another Neil Adams cover, Detective. This is number 424.
424. I don't think I've seen that one before. That's nice.
Thank you.
Which is odd because I have 423 and 425.
Now, the new Brave and the Bold, or Brave and the Bold Volume 3. This is one of my favorite books that I've ever read. Whoops. Sorry.
Yes, I believe you were the one that asked me to do that video on that one. I enjoyed that one a lot.
Yes. For those who don't know, I'm not going to spoil it, but it has to do with the three ladies getting together for an evening because it was something Zatanna dreamed about. In the end, it's absolutely devastating, but it's a fantastic read, and I really enjoyed it.
That was a tough book to find. I had to go to 7 sites before I found it.
Interesting, huh? I think I got mine at a convention. I remember going through a box and picking that one up. And it's written by J. Michael Straczynski, who did Babylon 5.
Very cool.
Another The Brave and the Bold.
We have a question from K. Munin. Since I'm noticing the Star Wars stuff in the back, which film is your favorite and who is your favorite character?
Empire Strikes Back and Luke Skywalker. I'm very simple that way.
Very cool.
And the fact is, it's easy to remember because there's only been 3 Star Wars movies ever made. That is the story I am sticking to. I don't care what anybody says. Another Neil Adams Action Comics. I like the cover a lot.
Yeah, the Menace. Oh yes, I believe that's the one where Stanhope University is caught in this dome, and apparently it's like The Dome by Stephen King there. And Supergirl's trying to warn him to stay back, but I don't remember exactly how it finishes.
I haven't read it in a while, so I couldn't tell you, unfortunately.
Yeah, I haven't read it in a while either.
This is an unusual one. I picked this up about a month ago at a small convention. It's from Finland, 1980. And that's all I know about it because I can't read it. But I like the foreign comic once in a while.
That's very cool. You might say you had a problem finishing it.
I might say that, but I won't. I am very close to finishing my run of Sensational She-Hulk. I picked up this issue number 34 and this issue number 40 last year at Terrificon. So now I have the two of the bigger and harder ones to get. I think I have
That
like
jump rope one is hilarious.
yes, it is. I don't know if you ever read it, but it's basically to keep this gag going the entire comic. That's all it is. So
Yeah, I have friends who collected that when I was younger, and I'd flip through their copies.
yeah. This is a great Superman book, but it's also a good reason to keep track of the books that you buy. I own 6 copies of this book, 4 direct, 1 newsstand, and its facsimile. Every time I see it, I buy a copy. I don't know why anymore. I think 6 copies is more than enough for one person.
I don't know. It's a pretty good Alan Moore book.
Yes, it is. That's the other reason why I keep buying it, I think, because of Alan Moore. And you can't have Superman without Power Girl, right?
That's right. I bought that recently, and I was so happy to find it.
Yeah. I actually got this in a pretty decent condition. I'm really happy about it.
Yeah. She looks in great shape, too.
Yeah, she does. She's a healthy young lady.
Very healthy.
Yeah. And this is another one of my favorite books. The first time Death interacts with the DC Universe.
That is true. And of all the people to talk to, she talks to Luthor.
Yeah.
By the way, I recorded a video on that, and it's going to be airing in the next week or so.
Oh, okay. I will keep an eye out for it, obviously. This is an unusual book. I just found this recently. This is a book by Alan Moore and Ed Campbell. Did I get that right? Yeah, Eddie Campbell. It was published by Eddie Campbell in Britain. It's a book of Alan Moore poetry and stories. And evidently, he drew himself into the story as well. But I just thought it was really unusual, something different.
Alan Moore is certainly an interesting character.
Yes, he is. He really is.
He could have a comic book of his own, as in just his own life.
Yes, yeah.
Be interesting.
Strange little man sometimes. This is my newest Dave Stevens cover.
I have that one. That is why I only have 2 Dave Stevens books, and that's one of them.
Hopefully, it's not flashing too much. This is another one of my oldest books. This is only got this about 4 months ago off of one of Alan's auction sites. One of his friends was doing a sale, and I picked this up.
Very cool. New Funnies is a good book. It was the first book that all those characters, I think, appeared in at one point, right, before they all got their own books. Although I don't know if Oswald got his own series for very long. Andy Panda and Woody Woodpecker certainly did.
Right.
Hi, Lau.
Hello, Lau. This is probably my only horror comic at this point. I picked it up because it said Simon and Kirby on the bottom, but I absolutely love the cover.
Oh, that's a beautiful book. That is one of the Bronze Age DC horror books I would love to get my hands on because it's reasonably priced compared to some of these other ones.
Yeah, and I basically just stumbled across it in the short box. It was $2. I said, why not?
$2. That is impressive. Yeah. I feel like the one. Hold it up for just a second there.
Yes.
I feel like the small little creature in front feels like a MODOK.
Yeah, he does look like that. And I love the joke on the head of the family.
Yeah, the head of the family. That's hilarious.
I have no idea how this got in the pile. That's a little more tasteful.
Oh, wow.
That's Natalie Sanders.
Very cool. I haven't seen that one.
And one of my 3 Marvel books. This is actually number 59, Avengers number 59. The first Hank, I believe it's the first Hank Pym.
And you obviously got that from James and Midhunter's comics, eh?
Yes, it did. Yes.
Yeah, that key issue sticker gives it away all the time.
The funny thing was, I bought about 25. He does the wall. He puts up different books, and he said, anybody takes all 25 books to get a couple of free books. That's one of the 2 free books he sent me, which was absolutely
That's very
fantastic.
cool.
Very cool. Very cool. A little bit of Sveta Shabina. It's a good story.
Sveta.
Yeah.
I think thanks to Chonko and the Big Nasty with the live show, everybody knows Sveta Shabina now.
Yes.
Great show. She's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark wants to know, where are the Archies?
I don't have. Actually, I do have some. They're just not in this room with me. Probably got about 30 of them. A lot of them are the gimmick covers, the bikinis and stuff like that. But unfortunately, I didn't think to bring any of them here with me. Sorry. That is just strange. I like that. Jenny Frison.
Yes. Jenny Frison is so good.
Yeah.
But I find that she doesn't get enough coverage. Like, Jenny Frison has enough out there that people could do videos on her, and I'm surprised I've yet to see one.
All I know is that every time she's at any sort of convention, hers is the longest line.
Exactly.
To get to her.
She's extremely popular.
Yeah, I think Chonko Mike was saying something. The last con he was at, he had to wait in line for quite a while to see her. I picked this one up about a year ago. I just like the artwork. I haven't even opened it up yet to read the cover. I appreciated the artwork.
Very nice.
Great logo. Yeah. And this is a book nobody's supposed to have.
Yes, I know that. I know what you're talking about. That's the one that was called.
This is a variant of the Red Hook book that was recalled before it was supposed to hit stands. And It's not even the A cover; it's a variant cover.
How'd you manage to get a copy?
I was at Terrific Con last year, and the guy had it in the box. He said it was $20. I gave him $20. I thought it was a great deal.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
I think you're the only person I know that has a copy.
Yeah, he said he was selling quite a few of them that day, but that was at a big con, so of course he's going to. Batman's 30th anniversary, another fantastic story.
That's another one I don't think I've seen the cover to.
Yeah. Actually, when I got it, it was so clean, I kept checking to see if it was a variant, but it's not. Not a variant, a facsimile, but it's not.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I thought so.
I don't think they have a facsimile of that one.
All right. I wasn't sure if that was supposed to be Black Canary or Black Cat, and I really don't care which one.
I would think that that's probably Black Canary, but that's...
Yeah. Again,
wow.
That's definitely Black Cat.
Yes. Oh.
And speaking of our friend Sveta, this was her first Kickstarter that I purchased.
Yeah, I have one of those too. That's I have a different cover than you.
Yeah. I like comic books that are easy to read, so I bought this.
You can't go wrong with that one. That one is actually, unlike a lot of these treasuries, that one is actually an original story that has continuity. That is a key.
Yeah, I remember
with the wedding. With the wedding of Girl,
like, yeah. They got some nice extras in here too.
I know that, K. Munin. But the thing is, all the facsimiles get shown on the what comics are available this week, and I have never seen that one. So,
Nyquist.
Oh, very cool.
I have never ever liked that costume. I know it's been around for years, but I just don't like it.
Yeah, I was glad when he went back to the classic as well.
Yeah. Poison Ivory, Nightfall.
Yeah, I have that. I actually pulled that out for a video not too long ago.
Yeah, between Nightfall and The Death of Superman, I've been trying to collect those specific issues recently, just because I haven't read them in a very long time.
Are you getting the Reign of Superman run as well? Like the after? No, just the death?
Just the death of. I just want to. I remember enjoying that story a lot. I want to see it again. I want to read it again. Now, these are interesting. Obviously, that one's Supergirl.
Oh, that's cutie.
That one's Power Girl.
Both of them are very nice.
Both of them. The lightning bolt actually connects. I can't do it. I'm not doing it right. But the lightning bolt actually connects the covers.
Oh, very cool. I love when they do that.
Yeah, but that was the husband and wife, Carlo and I can't remember his name, Carrillo.
You know, Came Unit, I thought the same thing when I looked at it the other day. That Poison Ivy's looking for a fist bump.
Yeah, so that's how it looks. I got a funny feeling she's trying to shoot him with whatever's in here.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah. This is another Kickstarter that I got to pin up Apocalypse.
Very nice.
Yeah. I like that cover better.
Pin Apocalypse. Very nice. Lyle wants to know, how is Lewis tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm going to go through these a little quicker than I thought. I'm starting to 100 books.
Just take your time, man.
This is a one-shot from Jim Stalin that I picked up last year. It's actually a very good read. It's not quite as naughty as it looks. It got binds covering all the bad parts.
Midnight Rose, is that a horror book or is it a...
Yes, it is, yes. And I
I'm
picked
not
it up.
familiar with that.
I ended up talking to the artist who was sitting there, and she signed it for me, so I ended up picking that up at a convention last year. Thank you, Stevie. I appreciate that. Thank you. One more.
Gotta like that one.
Yeah, I do too. I was trying to get the variant where she's wearing a white suit with the cape, but I can't find it anywhere.
Some of them are pretty rare to get. So.
Yeah.
Hello there.
Evidently, every time Chanko mentions Savannah Savina, I do the dumb thing and go out and buy the comic. And that's the Kickstarter that book came from. The Curse of Cleveland County.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. That is the official
Big Nasty. That's Rad's work.
Yes, it is.
He showed it at the beginning of the video, just before you came on.
I have one other one that he did, but unfortunately it's in the other room with all of my comics. I just ran out of books. Let me show you this. This is David Finch. I picked this up about a year and a half ago. It's all the Batman villains.
Oh, very cool.
He had all the Batman heroes, but I actually like this one better. I gotta hang this up someplace. That's Rad Supergirl that he did for me.
Oh, very nice.
I said to him, I want to see Supergirl wearing just a cape, and that's what I got. No. That is everything I can actually get my hands on right now. Ran out of books.
So before we go, that was great.
Thank you.
We got to see a good, massive chunk of your collection today, and I thought that's amazing. Besides, where do you see your collection going from here?
That's a good question. Like I said, I want to try and concentrate mostly on the DC Trinity and the associated characters, and see what I can do about cleaning up some of my collection. I have a lot of books that. Let's put it this way: I've got like 4,000 books. I probably want to get rid of at least 1,500 of them, just to clean things up and shrink it down a little bit, make it more manageable.
And how many Wonder Woman books do you have? Because I find that Bronze Age and earlier Wonder Woman is very hard to find. There weren't as many collectors back then, so there aren't as many copies.
It just occurred to me, I don't have a single Wonder Woman book in here with me, but I got about 400 of them. I've got, out of the 100 from the George Perez series, I have 60 of those, maybe 65. And I've got at least 100 of the first series in various ages, various decades. But I would like to fill that in up to a certain point, obviously.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I have about 40 of the Wonder Woman, the first series, right, because I find them so hard to, in my area anyway, they're hard to get.
Yeah. And what I did before I started collecting comics was collecting autographs. So That's where my money went before I started smarting up and buying comics. This is Erica Sierra. She was on the TV show Eureka. This was a sci-fi show from about 15 years ago.
Very cool.
And this young lady is Elvis Presley's granddaughter, Kylie Coe.
Very cool.
And again, that is everything I have within hand's reach, unfortunately. I've got about 30 years worth of Star Trek autographs from everybody in Star Trek. If I look hard enough, I'll even be able to find at least one DeForest Kelly that I got.
Oh, that's cool. The only one I have from Star Trek is William Shatner.
I've got half a dozen Shatner. I've got 5 or 6 Picard. I've got them all over.
Very cool.
I
know that.
The only ones I don't have a lot of is Voyager. I was never a huge fan of Voyager. I know I have a lot of Jerry Ryan, but that was besides the point.
A lot of the Voyager stars I find don't do the circuit as much as the DS9 and the Next Generation peoples.
They're gonna.
And I knew Nate was going to pop in with a, "Hey, let's talk about Star Trek."
Nate, if I had them handy, I'd show you. I got a.
I've seen like at panels. Yeah. I've seen Nichelle Nichols.
Yeah.
Before she passed, I've seen Will Shatner. I saw Leonard Nimoy on camera just before he passed. He didn't come to Ottawa, but he did a panel where he did like a Zoom call or whatever.
Yeah, something like this. Yeah.
You know, and he died not long after.
Right.
Walter Koenig was at Ottawa, but yet, like in my experience, it's been basically Next Generation and original Trek. Right. Everybody from the main cast of Next Generation has been to Ottawa, with exception of Patrick Stewart and Michael Dorn. They're the only ones that, and even Q has been there a few times. So
yeah, as a matter of fact, later this month, later in August, I'm not sure if it's next weekend or the weekend after, Creation Convention is doing their annual Las Vegas show, and they have over 150 guests from all levels of Star Trek, including the voice actors from Star Trek Lower Decks and everything. They got like 150 guests. Basically, if they're alive and breathing, they're going to be in Las Vegas next weekend. And I've seen.
Have you seen anybody from Discovery or Strange New Worlds?
Discovery, yes. Strange New Worlds, no. Strange New Worlds, I liked it.
We had the guy Anthony Rapp come. We had the guy who plays is it Ethan who plays Spock?
Spock, yes.
And we had the guy who plays Captain Pike. And, oh my God, his name is escaping me, but he was also a Black Bolt.
Yeah, well, I want to say Anton Mount. It sounds close.
Anson.
Thank you, Anson Mount.
Yeah, Anson. That's it.
The first time I saw everybody from Discovery was between the first and second season. And I like to get photos of some of the stars. And do you remember the redheaded girl who was like the best friend of the main character? She.
I know who Tilly. What's her real name?
Yes, my character's name was Tilly.
Yeah.
I'm getting her autograph, and I don't know if you know how they go, but they're fast. You go up there, you say hello, you take the photo, and you're done.
I know. That's why one of the reasons I never got the photos.
I did it for 30 years. I walked up to this woman who I've never seen before in my life, and I said, "Oh my God, you're gorgeous." Well, she remembers me, not well, but she remembers me. She just saw the camera guy stopped, and she just sort of looked at me crooked, like it's not going to be a good day.
You know what's hard? The hardest part about meeting these celebrities is you're playing it in your head before you meet them, and you want to know what you're going to talk about.
Yeah.
And you're not quite sure what you're going to say when you get up there.
Yeah.
For example, with Tom Welling, I had a discussion. He's like, "Hi, I'm Tom." I'm like, "Hi." He was like, he's tall. He's like 6'5". Okay.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not. So, but then he sits down and we, like, for example, the minute and a half I had with him, we spent time talking about when he got to work with Christopher Reeve on the episodes of Smallville. I said, "You got to meet him. You're very lucky."
Yeah.
And then when I met James Marsters from Buffy,
Yeah.
All I sat there and I said, "You had the best career I could ever think of." And he goes, "What?" And I said, "You got paid to kiss Sarah Michelle Gellar." And he's like, "And she has beautiful, wonderful cherry lips." And he just gets in my lip, like
But
I'm
I
like,
know.
oh, I just
Yeah.
and
Half the
he was
time when I meet these
hilarious.
stars, I
Just
have no idea what to say. I have no idea.
you know, exactly like when I saw Will Shatner, it was okay, move it, move it, move it. So all I got to say was, it's really nice to meet you. I really enjoyed your work
Yeah.
on Boston Legal, because honestly, I like
Yeah.
Denny McLean more
Yeah.
than I like Captain Kirk. And
Yeah.
although I love Captain Kirk, don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, but it's
Right.
it's it's more of my thing. So
Denny
it's
is
great.
fantastic. I love that. The interaction between him and Alan are fantastic. Quick William Shatner story. I'm at a convention probably 15 years ago, and even then he was at the point where he had to sit in a chair to do the photo ops.
Yeah.
And I'm watching. You can see a few people ahead of you, and I'm watching him, and he just sort of sitting there a little bit blah, not really getting into it. So I walked in behind the curtain for my turn. I said, "Hello, Mr. Shatner. How are you? Hope you're having a good day." And he lets out a big smile. He puts his arm around me and everything. I walk out of the room, and the handler says, "You're the first person all day who said 2 words to the man. That's why he smiled." It was everybody else walking in and just stood there. So sometimes they're human beings. You got to talk to them.
Exactly, and that's what I feel bad about. Like when they're sitting there, because they were moving us so fast in Montreal. Like, because the lineup was so long,
Right. Yeah.
you didn't have time to even say, "What did How are you, Bill? How
Right. Right. But I took the extra 5 seconds, and he smiled,
exactly."
and he looked at me, and he smiled in the camera. I got a fantastic picture of me and Bill Shatner. Nobody else got a
I
good
mean,
one
he
that day.
did say, like he did. It's his line. I said,
Yeah.
"Hello, Mr. Shatner." He's like, "Call me Bill." He
Yeah.
says that right away. He always
Right.
says that.
Like
So,
I got a picture a couple of years ago with Billy D. Williams at New York Comic Con. Me and my nephew, and we walked in. We said hello to him. He just sat there on a chair, looking straight at the camera, like there was nobody near him. He wanted to sit there. He had no interest in what was happening. So
I'll
you
tell
can
you
tell
this
what they
much:
like.
the guy who played the Emperor in Star Wars, Ian McDiarmid,
Yeah.
when he does the voice, he is frightening.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Like he gets the look on his face, and it's like, "Whoa, man, I'm scared of you." Thank you, thank you.
And
Awesome.
I know with a lot of women that you meet, you show a lot of female actors, they're a little bit leery of everybody. Jerry Ryan's a little bit leery of everybody for all the obvious reasons. But if you're decent to them, if you smile and say hello, they're going to say hello to you.
Well, like I mean, people out there who watch my channel know I'm a big fan of Degrassi.
Yeah.
Okay, they've heard me talk about it before. So I had a chance, in 2018 was the 30th anniversary of their big movie, School's Out. And
Yeah.
4 of them came to Ottawa together, including the girl that I had the teenage crush on, the girl that played Caitlin, Stacy the Mystician.
Right.
And I was in there. I spent 10 minutes talking with the 2 guys, Joey Jeremiah and the guy who played Snake. And
Yeah.
we were laughing and joking and having a good time. But
Yeah.
when it was my turn to go up to Stacy, I got tongue tied and I was like,
Yeah.
"Hi, how are you? I've been wanting to meet you for years."
Yeah.
We ended up talking, the last thing I ever thought I would talk about was Stacy Mystician. We were talking about our children,
Right. Right.
which,
Have you
she
seen the
told
movie
me.
Caddyshack? Anybody seen the
Yes,
movie
I have.
Caddyshack? That's the young lady from Caddyshack.
Oh,
She's
wow.
probably about 10, 15 years old. That's probably better.
Wow. I remember her.
Yeah. And last one is Dave Bautista.
Very cool. Dave Bautista.
Yeah.
He had, I don't care what anybody says, that line was, "You can see me," was the funniest line in the MCU ever.
Yes. Yes.
Standing there, "You can see me?" Duh. Thought I was invisible. I think I laughed so hard at that one. I coughed so badly.
All right. I need 10 seconds, Matt. I want to thank you for everything. First of all, I've learned a lot from you about comics. I've been watching your channel for, I don't know, I want to say going on a year, maybe 2 years now. And I've learned an awful lot from you. And I really appreciate you asking me to do this. It means a lot to me. Thank you very much, man.
Louis, I was very happy to have you. I wanted you to. I think I asked you 6 months ago to come on,
Yeah.
and you said, "No, no, no, I'm
Yeah.
not ready. I'm not ready."
Yeah. And then I
So
came
I
down
gave
the
you,
phone that you didn't know.
I gave you your time. I gave you your
Yeah, you did.
space, and I'm
Thank
glad
you.
you were able to come now.
I do appreciate it. And I know a lot of the people in the chat feel the same way. You're an important, you're a big help to the people in this community, and we appreciate it. Thank
Well,
you.
I appreciate your kind words, Lewis. Thank you very much. Don't forget out there that you've only got 4 more days to nominate your favorite channels for the Comic Book Community Awards over at cbcawards.com. I almost said CA. I spent too much time in Canadian internet.
Yeah.
A. C. A. Anyway, thank you very much for everybody for joining us tonight.
Thank you,
Lewis,
thank you, everybody.
I've had a great time
So
with
far,
this.
thank you very much.
You have some great books out there.
Like I
What
said, I'm sitting here looking at all the books I forgot to bring. I don't have any Legion. I don't have any Wonder Woman. I don't.
you just have stuff to bring for the next time. We'll get you on again.
All right.
I really appreciate the time.
Thank
And
you
for
very much.
those of you out there watching on the replay, thank you very much for taking the time to join us as well.
Appreciate you stopping by, everybody. Thank you.
Just before we go, before we came on today, we were 40 subscribers away from the big party. I'm only mentioning it because I can't wait. It's crazy how much I want to give things away. Crazy. Thank you all for coming tonight.
Thank you.
If you're not doing anything, go check out Hall Yeah Comics and their comic show. It starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. Johnny hopefully will beat up another Adventure Comics. I've pulled out a whole bunch of them just to.
I end up trying to buy almost every one he shows, which is bad.
I have all the ones he's showing.
Yeah,
in fact,
I have a couple, not all.
Just because Johnny trashed the one that's Adventure 314 last week, okay? Just because of that, I am going to. I pulled it out and I'm using it in the video that I filmed earlier today. Just because Johnny trashed it so much, I felt the need to give it some love. Thank you all.
When he trashed the one with the giant space whale and lightning and all that, I had bought that book 2 days earlier.
Yeah, that was one of the last ones. That was one of the last ones I needed for that adventure run, and I finally.
I hadn't even read it yet. Now watching him trash it.
I know, and I was dancing in the streets when I got it.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming tonight. My name's Matt. I like comics, and I hope you do too. Good night, everybody.
Good night.